I really hate that I'm having to do this, but there is an issue with this week's episode, guys, and I want to apologize for it. Um, Something's up with my audio. It's really crackly and really it's still like understandable and stuff like that. Like you can get what I'm saying, but my microphone just cracked really bad and I don't know what the issue is. I texted Drew about it and asked him, hey, did my microphone sound messed up? And he said it sounded fine last night. And it's just my audio that's messed up. His sounds fine. So I think I have an idea of what the issue is. I think it's a messed up wire that's connected from my microphone to my computer. So I'm going to switch that out and hopefully that will be an improvement on next week's episode. But I just wanted to come on here and apologize about those issues and just say if you're upset about it, I understand because I know it doesn't sound pretty. But guys, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. If you're on Spotify or Apple, leave a review. And once again, I want to apologize about the issues, but I hope you guys enjoy this episode.
Hey, Drew,
Yeah.
did you know that diarrhea is hereditary?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it runs in your genes.
All right. It's
Naughty.
time to go KMS.
Welcome, everybody. Trainwreck Podcast episode, I don't know, who cares? 73, 74, something like that. This is going to be a football podcast, but it ain't going to be an enthusiastic one. Last night, Cowboys got destroyed. We'll talk about that. Raiders lost to the Dolphins, which might honestly be more embarrassing.
Whatever.
There's also there's 6 teams on a bye week, so we'll have quick predictions. And I don't know, dude. The Cowboys have just beaten it out of me that I don't even want to talk about football anymore. It's like, thank God for the Thunder, because the Cowboys and the Sooners both suck. The
Raiders suck. The Sooners suck. Pornhub's banned. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
The only thing I can root for is the Chiefs to win just to piss you and Zach off.
It ain't going to happen.
It's going to happen. They're going to win the Super Bowl. They're three-peating. They are going to go against... It's going to happen. They're going to go against the Lions in the Super Bowl, and they are going to win.
Now, after what happened last night... Oh, not last night. Sunday.
Yeah, they lost one damn game.
Yeah, they looked shitty all year.
Yeah, and they were 9-0. They were 9-0 while looking like that.
Yeah, but there's a couple of games they should have fucking lost.
Yeah, they should have lost, but did they?
They didn't, but they should have fucking lost.
No. That's what winners do. They win the games that they should lose.
Yeah. Average Mahone Glazers. Oh, you fucking love that Kermit the Frog dick. Cody, yeah, keep stroking it, Cody. Keep stroking it. Give me the good old rest special.
Hey, they've beaten a lot of good teams while they were on their way to 9-0. They beat the Ravens. They beat the Falcons. They beat the Chargers. They beat the 49ers. They beat the Buccaneers. And you know what? I'm starting to think the Broncos might be a good team after what they did this past Sunday. They're 6-5 right now. Broncos might be a wild card team. So, yeah, that's another good team the Chiefs beat, all while going to 9-0. And then they lose to a red-hot Bills team.
I can't wait till the Chiefs either lose or don't make it to the Super Bowl. And you're going to say, oh, yeah, the Chiefs fucking stuff, by the way.
I know. I already know.
I just can't wait.
I already know what's going to happen. It's going to be because they got fucked over by the refs like they have been all year. Because they got fucked over by the refs in that Bills game.
Oh, my God.
They got screwed.
I'm about to go over your fucking house, pull your hair, and raw dog you.
I can't wait. I'll bring the lube. But yeah, that was not a holding penalty, which made it 4th and 20. That's what made Mahomes throw the interception the next play. It was a first down before that, but the refs fucked the Chiefs over.
I'm physically cringy right now.
I'm looking at the Chiefs' remaining schedule. I don't think they lose another game. Because
you know what? Where's my fucking whiskey bottle? I need another shot after this.
Just keep drinking until you finally realize that you're wrong.
I'm about to get a fucking alcohol poisoning then.
All right. Just pull a Keith Whitley. Do you know that joke?
No.
So Keith Whitley, he was a country singer. He sings. He has a lot of good songs. Well, he died in 1989 from alcohol poisoning. His blood alcohol level was the equivalent of 20 shots of 100 proof whiskey.
Holy shit!
Yeah, his blood alcohol was 0.47 when he died.
Bro.
Mm-hmm.
But fucking imagine that experience.
Dude, like, I don't know how you could get that without puking. That's what I'm wondering. Like, 20 shots of whiskey. I feel like you would puke after a while.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like, he was really skinny. Maybe that's why he was so skinny from like puking while drinking, you know?
The forbidden diet.
But he's like Morgan Wallen's biggest influence, Keith Whitley. Which kind of explains why a lot of Morgan Wallen songs are about drinking.
You know what?
This
That's a certified throwing a chair moment.
This is Keith Whitley right here.
Oh my god, he was like a 1980s Morgan Wallen.
Just without the mullet.
Yeah.
I'll send you some of his songs. He has a lot of good ones. Well, I'm almost certain you remember that trend on TikTok a couple of years ago, the calling me from Miami.
Oh yeah.
That's him.
Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah. He has a lot of good songs. That song's actually like one of his songs I'm not like crazy about, but it went viral on TikTok. I'll send you some other good ones. All right, what else has been going on with you this week, man? I saw you went and saw Christmas lights. Are you getting in the holiday season? Holiday cheer, you know?
'Tis the fucking season. I'm not talking about my tism. No, I've been getting out and walking out more. Walking out, just pretty much stick to my healthy lifestyle now. Been losing a lot of weight.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, I'm 8 pounds lighter. It's mostly beard.
Yeah, and probably beginning of December I'll get another tattoo. Depending how shit goes. Give me a minute, I will pull it up. But anyways.
Are you getting it for free?
No, I'm getting it cheap.
Okay. I was about to be like, Drew, if you can't make your fucking car payment because you got a damn tattoo, I'm coming to your house and smacking you.
No, I'm pretty responsible with my shit, okay?
Okay. Well, you say that. I've seen you be irresponsible before. But hey,
see, with all my responsibilities, I do slip up. I will say that.
Yeah. Especially when I've been drinking.
But yeah, just basically just getting out and enjoying life.
Yeah.
And fucking getting played by Facebook girls, as usual.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, I don't because I'm built different, but I understand.
You literally, they ask you a simple question. Like, I was talking to a girl like yesterday, and she's like, "I'm a gamer. What game you're playing right now?" And I was like, "Hey, I'm playing Phasmophobia, the ghost hunting game." After that, she fucking blocks me.
Drew, just say Fortnite. Just say Fortnite.
She said she was playing Fortnite, and I was like, "Bro, like, I just told you what I was doing." That's what I'm thinking I'm getting.
Where are you gonna get it?
Probably on my leg.
It'll be like a nice little like hidden secret. Like it's on the inside of your leg, and the girl don't see it till she spreads them. You know. But no, I'm glad you brought that up actually, because that's something I have written down on my notepad over here. It's just, yeah, women on dating websites are just fucking stupid. I mean, dating websites just in general are fucking stupid. They really are, but it's also kind of like the only way to meet people now.
Dude, the dating culture now is so fucking ass.
I mean, I don't really have a problem with it. It's just more like trying to find the right one, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I can play the game. It's just, I don't know. Like, you either see girls on there that are like fucking ugly, or you're like, oh, she definitely looks like a massive cunt, you know?
And her fucking boss says, "I'm a perfect 10. If you're not over 6 feet tall, they'll go to gym with fucking 100K a year, drive a Lambo."
And it's like, bitch,
what are your fucking standards? You fucking too Indian lady, all right?
I was gonna say, like, and yet her weight will start with a 2.
These goddamn fucking girls think they're fucking Disney princess, but are fucking Fiona from Shrek.
That's why it's nice when you find that like rare gem and then you fuck it up completely, like me.
Felt.
I know you haven't reached my levels. You know how bad I fumbled. You haven't reached that yet.
No, but I probably will. It'll even out.
I doubt it because you're not gonna have your ex still talking to you while you're chatting with this other girl. I'm just saying. And if that does happen, I'm kicking your fucking ass because no. Just no. Bad boy.
I am still friends of one of my exes, but not like that.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like texting, like talking about getting back together while you're talking with another girl.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
No, the last one I was with, fuck no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And now, I can't believe I submitted to that on the podcast. I matched with a girl on Tinder the other day, and Tinder's fucking stupid. It'll match you with people that don't even live in your fucking state. Well,
dude, fucking Facebook dating's bad about that. You see this hot ass chick, and she's already fucking in Virginia. Like, bruh, no, I got a happy Tinder. I can't fucking go to see her.
Yeah, like, you know me, I don't pay attention. I just swipe. I just fucking swipe until I see somebody that looks like a dude. So I matched with a girl, and it said we live like a...
Yeah, she definitely has a bigger cock than me. Don't deny.
Yeah. I secretly swipe right.
Hey, yo, when did Adam join the podcast?
I'm surprised I haven't matched with him on there by accident. Yeah, she lived 111 miles away in Arkansas. We were like texting or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I'm in Tulsa. And she said where she was from, and I like looked it up in Google Maps, and it was like 2 hours away. So I was like, yeah, this ain't going anywhere. And this girl was pretty cute, actually. And she's like, oh, you're so cute. I hate that you're so far away. And I was like, well, if you're ever in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and you want to hang out and have a good time and maybe get some drinks, and you know what, just hit me up. And she blocked me right after that. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, bruh, like, I'm just saying, if you're ever in town, we can bang, because it's obvious there's no relationship here because you live far as fuck away. But I offended her, I guess.
Just straightforward.
Yeah, I was being straightforward and honest, dude. Like, fuck. Like I said, there's no future, so you might as well just get something out of it. And I'm not saying, like, come to Tulsa. I'm just saying if you're ever in Tulsa.
Yeah, definitely come.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, I would have been happy with that because, like I said, this girl was fucking hot. But speaking of relationships, though, one of our friends ended her relationship, and I was talking to her about it the other day when I was somewhere, and she was like, yeah, you and Drew should beat him up. And I'm like, I am down, but actually, how about you give me his number and we prank call him and we do it live on the podcast? And I'm floating this idea to our viewers. Would you be interested in me and Drew? We wouldn't be able to title it prank calls or advertise it because it goes strictly against YouTube's bullying policy. But it's definitely something we can get around if we do it deep into the podcast. So let me know what your guys' thoughts would be in the Spotify reviews or the comment section down below on YouTube.
You get us out. Who are we talking about?
What?
Who are you talking about? Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I will be so down.
Dude, I felt like a complete asshole. So I was in Walmart shopping, and I saw her, and she was like, hi, Cody. And I like went, hi. And I just, I don't know her that well, So only thing I knew is that she had a boyfriend recently. And I went, how's that boyfriend treating you? And She goes, well, we broke up. And I went, well, fuck that bitch. And I said it right, like loud in Walmart, which made her laugh. I really wish I would have just went immediately like, well, he was gay anyway. But fuck that bitch was also a good response.
Have you seen a photo of him?
Yeah, he definitely looked gay. That's why I wish I would have said that instead.
He looked like your fucking average, like, Morgan Wallen fan.
Hey.
No, I'm not Morgan Wallen. I'm fucking Zach Bryan. What the fuck his name is?
Okay. Yeah, Zach Bryan. Okay. I was about to be like, because I am a huge Morgan Wallen fan, and I do not look anything like that fat fuck.
I'm getting my fucking country music mixed up, all right?
How dare you get Morgan Wallen confused with the GOAT? Or how dare you get Zach Bryan confused with the GOAT, Morgan Wallen?
See, he did the same thing.
Oh, fuck you, because now I'm apoplectic right now. I'm super pissed off at you. Getting Morgan Wallen confused for that fucking bitch.
Oh, man.
Shut up, I'm drunk.
She could have done better, I'm not gonna lie. And that dude was like absolute douche.
Yeah, I know. That night when they were out, for your birthday and stuff, and I saw he was there, I'm like, damn, I could just fuck with him. I bet. I already know I could. I'm like, I bet you I can make like one gay joke to you and say it directly in front of him and make him really uncomfortable. Like, just walk up, like he's just standing awkwardly in the corner, and I point at you, and I'm like, man, don't you want to get a piece of that?
You see that boy with some BBL lips over there? Some good old fat lips. I'm gonna fucking kiss him. Guys, I'm feeling hot and romantical.
Hang up that computer call. Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical. Remember when I posted that video with Jackson Mahomes? God, that video did so fucking good. I wonder if I still have it saved on my phone. I need an athlete to get arrested, like a kind of pussy athlete. That way I can post that video. Like if who's a pussy?
Every Chiefs player.
No. If like Zach Wilson got arrested, that'd be like the perfect video.
Or
imagine
fucking what's his name? Stephon Diggs.
No, Stephon Diggs doesn't look like the kind of guy to get raped in prison. Zach Wilson looks like the kind of guy that will get raped in prison.
What? Stephon Diggs is definitely a bottom bitch.
Stephon Diggs is ripped as fuck.
Yeah. And
he's also the ripped guys don't get
He might
raped.
be ripped, but he looks feminine as well.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Stephon Diggs is a bottom bitch in a story.
That does not look like a feminine dude.
I don't know. It's the dreads.
Shut up. You don't even know what fucking gay people look like. Remember this? When we were talking about this a couple weeks ago? Now, does this not look like the guy that would get raped in prison?
No, it looks like the guy will fuck my mom.
I don't know why I'm talking shit. I would get fucking raped in prison. I already know.
For real. This podcast is going great.
Yeah, no. We're 20 minutes in. Haven't even really talked about the NFL. Another thing I want to talk about that happened over the weekend. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Thank God I fell asleep as they were making their entrance. If Jake Paul is
because freaking Netflix kept freezing.
Yeah, I know. Like, I was trying to watch that women's fight, which, god damn, that one chick, the fucking cut right here above her eyelid.
Yeah,
that was fucking gnarly. Amanda Sereno, I think that was her name. I mean, I don't know. Boxing's just a fucking dead sport, dude. Like boxing is so fucking boring. Like compared to like the UFC, because it's half a fight. All they do is fucking punch. UFC, they throw kicks, they grapple, they throw different submissions on people, and there's punching. Boxing is just fucking punching, and the rounds only last for like a few minutes. Like UFC, the rounds go for like 5 minutes. Kind of gives you time to really get into it. It's like boxing. It starts getting going, and then it's like, oh, whistle, on to the next round. It's really fucking hard to get into. And like having something like this where a dude that is 30 years younger is facing, Yeah, having an old as fuck dude facing a guy that's 30 years younger than him is not good for the sport.
If people are like, oh,
And
it's good for sports. Bring advertisement to Jake Paul. Like, no. If anything, it's ruining it. You're ruining the integrity of the sport now.
in a sport that doesn't have
Nobody's going to take
integrity,
boxing seriously anymore now. And they're going to think is everything's going to be fucking botched and rigged.
well, that's the thing. And then you look at the women's fight before that, where even though the girl looked more fucked up than the other girl, she still kicked the shit out of her, and she didn't win the fight. That Amanda girl, she kicked the shit out of that other girl. I know Amanda looked more fucked up, but Amanda should have won. And like those were like the two terrible things about boxing. The judges are fucking retarded, and then it's a fucking freak show on top of it. Those are two things that kill
what's
boxing.
at 3? The women's match, the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, and why isn't like streamed on Netflix?
I mean, I'm not gonna get too like crazy about the Netflix aspect of it. I mean, Netflix has barely done anything live. You know, like they've done basically comedy specials live so far. They, have done Chris Rock and Joe Rogan live. So they haven't done like a big sporting event like this. So I'm going to let that slide. It's the first time. I don't think they really expected 65 million people to tune in. But it's going to be really interesting next month when they broadcast that Chiefs Steelers game and the Texans and Ravens. But I also don't think 60 million people are going to try to watch those games on Netflix either,
You might get a lot of good viewership with the Texans Ravens.
Maybe. I mean, Chiefs Steelers will be good too because, the Steelers are really fucking good. They're 8-2. Chiefs are 9-1. So, that could be really playing with seeding at that point too, both of those games. Yeah. But the thing with the NFL, is basically an American following, like that Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, I imagine you had everybody all over the world trying to watch it. Whereas this, you're just going to probably have people in America trying to watch the football games,
Yeah.
So speaking of football, we'll recap what happened in week 11, which goddamn, we're in week 11 already. So
as we mentioned, I'm done suffering.
As we mentioned earlier, the Chiefs lost to the Bills. It's not going to hurt the Chiefs. If anything, it's kind of good that they lost now before it was like late in the season, like in the playoffs or, final weeks of the season when seeding could get decided,
Yeah.
So it's a good win for Buffalo. I predicted that they would win last week. I'm a genius. We also talked about Dallas getting the shit kicked out of them by Houston. I live streamed that game on my channel last night if you guys want to check that out. Raiders lost to the Gay Sharks, the Miami Dolphins, and did not look good at all. Brock Bowers looked good. Everything else on the Raiders looked like shit.
Yeah, I'm starting to question if Antonio Pierce was the answer.
I don't think he is. Like I told you guys at the beginning of the season, I don't think he's a good coach. I don't think he's a good leader. But at least you guys are not the Jacksonville Jaguars. 52-6 was the score of their game against the Detroit Lions. And I had Jared Goff on my fucking bench.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Jared Goff your bench. I was like, I know he's fucking pissed.
I was homicidal. Homicidal and suicidal.
Yeah, you would have started him. You would have definitely won that game.
Yeah. Him and Jameson Williams. But Sam Laporta sure did fuck me over. His team scores 52 points and the motherfucker can't catch one ball.
He was out.
Yeah. Well, he was active for the beginning of the game. Then he got hurt. Green Bay, back-to-back weeks of a team blocking a kick to win the game. Last week it was the Chiefs against the Broncos. This week the Packers do it to the Bears. And, it's just Chicago is – I don't know who's the more embarrassing team right now, the Cowboys, Jets, or Bears. Because the Bears are just
No. We all know the answer. It's the Jets.
Yeah, it is the Jets, but the Bears are not pretty right now.
I would say this is a lot more competitive than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, me too. But
Their offense looked a lot more balanced than when they had that coordinator.
I did send you guys the stat where they had 12 guys on the field. They jumped off sides and gave up a touchdown all on the same play. That's the Bears in a nutshell.
Yeah. But they need to start Matt LaFleur still. No questions asked. He sucks. I think he's worse than Taylor Pierce.
Eberflus?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone after this year. If they get eliminated like by the beginning of December, he's gone. A game that's already a week old, but we'll talk about it anyway. Washington taking on Philadelphia. Washington's just not ready to take that next step. That's basically all you can say. Did you and Trevor go to the casino and watch it?
We did.
How was it?
We left after the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that game was not exciting at all.
It was not exciting. There was no audio on TV. There was a lot of loud, obnoxious Eagles fans.
I would have loved to have been there just to fuck with the Eagles fans, which, I mean, it would have been hard, I guess, since they were winning, but I still would have told them how much Philadelphia sucks.
Yeah, we were there. My friend Sam was there as well because she just wanted an excuse to get a drink.
Can you blame the girl?
No, you can't blame her.
No.
But no, it was. I mean, the beginning of the game was pretty good, and after that, it just kind of stalemated.
Yeah.
Well, I would say Jayden Daniels is the CJ Stroud this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure he's probably going to have the second year slump.
Like CJ Stroud is having right now.
Yeah. I could feel it in my gut.
Because CJ Stroud did not look good last night against a terrible Cowboys team. He didn't throw a touchdown. He had an interception. It was all Joe Mixon and the defense. I mean, CJ Stroud has been bad this year. And that's why
the Texans coordinators?
I don't think so.
It's like pretty much same team besides Joe Mixon.
Yeah,
Dino Hunter.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just that sophomore slump, basically. Every quarterback fucking has it.
They're facing like bottom feeders at the NFL because they're in the last place. Now they're facing like the cream of the crop of divisions.
Yeah, like I look at everybody in the AFC right now that's at the top of the conference. I don't think Houston can beat a single one of them. They can't beat. I mean, I know they already beat Buffalo, but I think Buffalo. It was kind of a competitive game with Josh Allen completing 9 passes, and I don't think that's going to happen again. So I think Buffalo would beat them this time around. I think they would lose to the Ravens. They would definitely lose to the Chiefs. Who else they would lose to the Steelers. Like all those teams, other teams in the AFC, yeah, they can't beat them,
It's pretty much the only way they're going to win. They're going to ask Joe Mixon to put up some Derrick Henry numbers.
Like they might get lucky in the first round and face like Denver, and they would probably win that. But once they get to like the divisional,
I won't be even confident if they will beat Denver.
Yeah, that's true because
that's a stingy ass defense.
Yeah, that's true. And Bo Nix is getting better every week.
Yeah, Bo is like, I'm pretty sure he's going to be the Offensive Rookie Year. Him or Brock Bowers.
It's going to be Jayden Daniels.
Or, Jayden Daniels, yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the top 3 right now. It's him, Brock, and Bo Nix.
But speaking of Broncos, they kicked the shit out of the Falcons because, like we said, Kirk Cousins can never get too far away from being 500. If they would have won, they would have been 7-4. Now they are 6-5. Every time I think I'm done, they pull me back in. That's Kirk Cousins. And then the final game
of the day after this season.
No, I think he's still got a few more years.
Well, I mean, as a starter.
No, because I mean, they have Michael Penix under contract for 5 years. This is only 1 year, so I think Cousins got at least 1 or 2 more years left.
Yeah, yeah, true, but you can't really be hopeful with the Falcons because they're pretty dysfunctional, especially that damn owner.
But the final game of the night I wanted to talk about was Cincinnati taking on the L.A. Chargers.
Yeah.
The Chargers almost chargered, and then they unchargered because they had a big lead. They were up 24-6, blew the lead. Game was tied up at 27, and then with barely any time left, J.K. Dobbins scores the game-winning touchdown.
That was actually an exciting game.
That's what I was just about to say. It was a great fucking game. And the Bengals now, they're on the outside looking in. They're 4-7. They're not going to catch the Ravens or Steelers, and the wild card race for them is looking very bleak right now because they would basically have to win out.
Yeah, but that defense can't stop a nosebleed if it wants to.
Yeah, no, I mean, they give up.
Even though they have freaking Trey Hendrickson is leading the league in sacks.
Yeah, but he can't play pass coverage.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the Bengals, I think
that Trey Henderson and GP job, Jermaine Pratt, like the only two good defenders they have, and that's pretty much it.
But let's get into Week 12 NFL predictions. Was there anything else you wanted to mention about Week 11 that we didn't talk about? I know we skipped over some games. Minnesota, Tennessee. Trevor, your team did what they were supposed to fucking do. That's all I'm going to say. That game's not really worth reviewing.
San Francisco losing.
Oh, yeah.
With all their healthy offense.
Geno Smith. Geno Smith fucking put his nuts on the table and said, mine are bigger than yours, running for that touchdown with like 10 seconds left. That was a good run by Geno Smith. That game was really fucking good. But Geno Smith, I mean, he clutched up.
Yeah, and the Rams offense, so I think it's support too. Rams never ones.
Yeah.
Because Pookie and Double D Cubs ball the fuck out.
Yeah, I didn't really want to talk about that game just because it's two bad teams going against each other.
I did because they're in my fantasy.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about this week. There are 6 teams on a bye week, as I mentioned. Atlanta and Buffalo, which is fucking over my fantasy team because I have Bijan Robinson and James Cook. Cincinnati and New Orleans are also on byes, as well as the New York Jets, which at least Jets fans get a week from suffering, and I went to see Aaron Rodgers' ugly face on my TV.
No, they still listed a bye week.
Yeah, it's true. And then the Jacksonville Jaguars. If you guys are going to fire Doug Peterson, this be the week to do it.
Like, why? As the time is recorded, it's 8:46 Tuesday. Why is he still not fired?
I know, that's what. If they were going to fire him, yeah, this would be the time to do it, especially when you just gave up 50 points. I mean, it is to the Lions, but still.
Like, come on. It was not even competitive at all. They just fucking just dropped their nuts on him and said, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they fucked him over. Or they fucked him up, I meant. All right, let's talk about this week. Cleveland and Pittsburgh on Thursday Night Football. I have a feeling this is going to be a boring fucking game. But I think Pittsburgh will beat the shit out of Cleveland because Cleveland sucks. I mean...
Fantasy owners, start Chris Boswell because it's probably another fucking field goal game.
I swear to God, if they kick 6 field goals and win again for the 3rd time this season, don't ever watch a Steelers game again.
I will, because I want to see George Pickens fight somebody again.
Yeah, that's true. But I wonder what the record is for most field goals made in a season, because Chris Boswell might shatter that record at the rate he's going. Because, yeah,
if he shatters that record, he should be automatic MVP.
Yeah, because Chris Boswell, week 1 against Atlanta, he kicked 6 field goals in that game, and then he's kicked 6 field goals against Buffalo. Or not Buffalo, Baltimore. Chris Boswell Chris Boswell is the
Baltimore,
oldest.
man. They should have beat the Steelers, but
What have I been saying about Lamar?
he's still pretty good.
Fuck him. He sucks. All right. You ready to predict Pittsburgh to win?
Ooh,
Yeah, cool. Next game.
Do I trust Russell beating Cleveland, though?
They've been just fine with Russell Wilson ever since he's been in the lineup. I don't think he's lost yet because because they lost to the Colts and Cowboys back-to-back. Those were both Justin Fields games. Other than that, Russell Wilson right now is 5-0 as a Steelers starter. Damn. You know what's really weird? They play the Browns this week, the Bengals next week, and then the Browns again. What if Russell Wilson
you're going to fucking tear through Ohio the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, they what if Russell Wilson's undefeated going into the playoffs for the Steelers? That'd be something.
Mr. You know, it'd be lemonade.
You know, it'd be really funny if they faced the Broncos in the playoffs.
And the Broncos lose.
Yeah. Oh, the Brandon Perna video.
Oh, that would be legendary.
I would refresh this channel every second. I just keep hitting enter until that video popped up. I would guarantee I would be first on that. Minnesota taking on Chicago. I mean, Caleb Williams against this Vikings defense and the Bears offensive line. They can't stop a nosebleed. I mean, they gave up 9 sacks a couple weeks ago, and with Brian Flores, all these creative ass blitzes he can dial up going against a rookie quarterback. Yeah, I think Caleb Williams is going to have a very, very, very long day. And Minnesota should kick the shit out of Chicago.
Should. The biggest thing with Minnesota, their DBs are ass.
Mm-hmm.
Cody, I think I'm confident. The Raiders DBs are better than Minnesota's outside Harrison Smith.
Yeah,
but I would still go with Minnesota. But I won't be shocked if Chicago beats them. I'm sorry, Trevor.
I would be shocked if Chicago beats them. Just with how bad that Bears O-line is. Let me look, actually. How many sacks did they give up to the Packers? Because the Packers' pass rush is really nothing to write home about. The Packers' secondary is what's really good with their defense,
Yeah.
So how many times did Nail Boy get sacked? Where is this damn game?
I know he's loving it. Oh my god, he's big, large man on me.
He got sacked 3 times.
Oh, it's not that bad.
It's an improvement considering he got sacked 9 times the week before. Because that was 2
against Patriots.
Yeah. And the Patriots had 16 sacks for the whole season before that game.
9 games fucking for Chicago.
Yeah. But yeah, Minnesota's I think going to win. Next game, this is easy. Detroit versus Indianapolis. I know Anthony Richardson didn't look bad against the Jets, but the Jets fucking suck. And the Lions are just on a fucking...
Aaron Rodgers wishes he was Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, kind of. I agree with that. Anthony Richardson, his first game back after getting benched, 20 of 30, 272 yards and a touchdown. So way better than what he had been playing, And then he also ran it 10 times for 32 yards and 2 touchdowns. So Anthony Richardson looked really good.
But he's going to look horrendous against Detroit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's going to get his fucking ass whooped and probably going to get benched again after this game. I know the Jets' defense is it's decent. The Lions are just on a fucking warpath, fucking everything up.
Are you sure it's just pretty much Sauce Gardner, a bag of chips?
So yeah, give me Detroit by 30.
Shit, give me Detroit by 40.
New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. Timmy! Dolphins, ever since Tua's come back, they've been hot. I think it's too late to save their season because I don't think they can run the table to make the playoffs, But I think their hot streak will continue, and they will beat the Patriots. They did beat them a couple weeks ago without Tua. So I think with Tua this time they'll beat them pretty handily.
Yeah, the New England Soft Boys and the Miami CTEs. It's gonna be interesting. But give me Miami.
Another easy one. There's a bunch of easy games to predict this week. Tampa Bay taking on the New York Giants. I know the Giants are feeling good about themselves now that they're finally rid of Danny Diapers. They announced that he is benched and they will be starting Tommy DeVito instead of Drew Lock, which I think is kind of interesting. Daniel Jones has been demoted down to third string, which basically means he'll be inactive for the remainder of this season. So unless he gets hurt in practice, the Giants won't have to pay him any more money. Which if I'm the Giants, I'm not even letting Daniel Jones practice. I'll just be like, hey, Danny, go get Tommy some water. Go get him some gabagool. Like, that should just be Daniel Jones's role for the rest of the season. He should be Tommy DeVito.
Danny, go get fucking Tommy his cutlets, all right?
Yeah, he should be Tommy's bitch for the rest of the season. That's Daniel Jones's role on this team. But it's not going to change the fact that the rest of the Giants fucking suck. I know Daniel Jones was a big part of it, but the whole team sucks. And Tampa Bay, they've lost four in a row.
Don't disrespect Sexy Dexy.
I mean, yeah, he's all right, but he's that fucking Ferrari that's parked out of the car or parked out of the house with the windows shot out.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
That's my Sexy Dexy.
Tampa Bay needs to win the fucking game. Like I said, they've lost 4 in a row, which, I mean, they faced like the 49ers and Chiefs and Ravens and all that. So there's
Mike Evans should be back in this game.
Yeah. They got to get back on track. So, yeah, give me Tampa.
Yeah, give me Tampa. It's gonna be a slugfest.
Washington taking on the Cowboys. Washington is favored by 10.5. They should be favored by like 13. Yeah, give me Washington.
Yeah, give me Washington. There's nothing I can say about it.
Kansas City, Carolina, Kansas City. Drew, you're picking Kansas City. I'm not even giving you a chance.
I'm picking Carolina.
Bryce
Young has the objective. He has to beat Patrick Mahomes. I am believing Bryce Young. He can do it.
Are you done?
Bryce Young has to do tired of human beings fucking I can't even say it. Bryce Young's gonna win.
I wish I had the confidence that you have to be a retard.
Watch, they're gonna win.
They're not.
Patrick Mahomes is Bryce Young.
Has Patrick Mahomes ever lost back-to-back games? Probably, but I don't think it's often. And it ain't going to be to the fucking shitty-ass Panthers.
He's going against an elite quarterback named Bryce Young.
You're laughing when you say that. You don't even believe it.
Give me Carolina, baby.
You're so
Rawr.
I'm calling PETA.
Oh, PETA.
Shut the fuck up. All right. What's the next fucking game? Tennessee and Houston. It's going to be more competitive than it should be. Houston's going to win, but Houston. I mean, I got to see it up close and personal. I watched that whole game. Houston is not that fucking good. They will beat Tennessee because Tennessee fucking sucks. Even if they start Mason Rudolph this game, the Titans will still beat the Texans.
Yeah, I could see Houston winning, and I could see Houston being the first round out kind of team in playoffs.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, unless they like get lucky and face like Denver, which even like we were saying, they could probably lose to fucking Denver. Maybe if they face like Miami or somebody, they beat the fuck out of Miami. But like I said, they gotta face like a real team like the Bills, the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Steelers. Yeah, the Texans are gonna be sent home packing. So how confident are you in the Raiders against Bo Nix?
Oh, Bo Nix is gonna drop his nuts on us.
Have you guys faced the Broncos this year?
We have. We lost.
Damn. Oh, you guys lost handily too. 34-18. Gardner Minshew in that game. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
And guess what? Fucking Gardner Minshew's fucking starting this game too.
Just fucking put Desmond Ridder in.
Yeah, put Desmond Ridder in. Even though he has ticks, but he can still get more competitive, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm going with Denver. I'm sorry, Drew. The Raiders fucking suck.
Raiders suck. Cowboys suck. Sooners suck. I don't know, Cody. It's not our year.
At least we got the Thunder. Hey, at least my baseball team won a fucking championship. At least I had that going for me. The team I give the least amount of shits about. Like, of all my favorite teams, the Dodgers are probably the one I care the least about. But, hey, at least one of my favorite teams finally won a championship.
You know what? At least a woman's not in office.
Yep. That's true. I've had 2 big wins within the last month. Even though I didn't vote for anyone because I don't vote. But I ain't serving no fucking jury duty.
Goddamn right. Ain't going to happen in the future either.
Yeah. What, me serving jury duty or a woman being president?
Both.
I think Tulsi Gabbard will be president. I think, I don't know if she runs in 2028, but she would definitely be a strong nominee. And how old is she? I think she's in her 40s. She's got a good shot at being president in her lifetime. She's 43. Yeah, she's got plenty of time. The average president's like fucking 70 when they get elected, so she's got like 30 more years to go. Welcome to CNN, by the way. This next game is hard as fuck to predict. San Francisco 49ers taking on the Green Bay Packers. Rematch of the divisional round from last year. It's in Green Bay.
Loving Packers.
It's in Green Bay, which I think is a big factor. Don't know what the weather is going to be looking like. That's going to be interesting, actually, see if it's going to be cold in Green Bay, because that would definitely lean more towards the Packers on having the advantage. And the 49ers just lost to the Seahawks, which Seahawks I don't think are that good.
And it looks like the injury really slowed down Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
And kind of expected, too.
And George Kittle's now hurt, too. It just seems like everybody's fucking hurt on the 49ers except for Brock Purdy. I'm going hard overhead on this one. I think the 49ers win it.
Really?
Yep.
I think Green Bay wins it.
I don't know why. It's just, I got a feeling.
I don't feel confident in them winning this because after what happened in Seattle.
Yeah.
And Green Bay has a lot more respectable DB room.
Yeah, that's the one thing I am worried about is Brock Purdy with these Packers DBs, especially McKinney.
Yeah, McKinney and Jair Alexander.
Yeah. Next one is also kind of hard to predict. Arizona taking on Seattle. Arizona was on a bye week last week, right? So, I mean, them being well rested. Yeah, Arizona was on a bye week. Them being well rested. Seattle coming out of a slugfest with San Francisco. I think Arizona takes it. I don't know, though. It was double XP over the weekend, right? So Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I was telling Zach that. Like, you better be worried because this bye week and Kyler Murray had plenty of time to play COD.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It wasn't double XP. Warzone drop. That's what it was. So you bet your ass Kyler Murray was on that.
So Arizona fans, you should be worried. But that being said, I feel like Arizona still can win this.
Yeah, I think they will. Like I said, they should be well rested. Seattle just is coming off a tough game, you know. This next game, the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the LA Rams.
Yeah.
On Sunday Night Football in Inglewood, California. I think the Eagles win this one pretty handily. The Rams have not had any tough competition the last couple weeks. You know, they faced the Patriots and Dolphins, and they lost to the Dolphins, you know, in an ugly fucking game on Monday Night Football. I think them going against a good team like the Eagles, and I don't think they'll be able to stop Saquon Barkley. I think the Eagles kick the shit out of the Rams.
The biggest factor of the Eagles is not Saquon Barkley. It's the biggest factor is they have a white cornerback.
And Stafford likes to throw interceptions, which, like I said last episode, you throw an interception to a white corner, it should count for like 5 interceptions. So Jane Daniels should have like an additional 5 interceptions on the season now.
That being said, I feel like the Rams can win this.
Glad you have more confidence in them than I do, because I just don't think the Rams. I mean, they're 5-5 right now. They kind of control their own destiny, but they got to face the Bills and the 49ers and the Seahawks the remainder of the season. I think.
Yeah, but when they pretty much have a really healthy offense, that offense is not a nightmare to stop. The only thing that's going to beat them is Matt fucking Stafford.
Yeah, I mean their defense isn't that like special either.
It's an all right defense, but it's nothing to write home about.
Yeah,
it's like you just got done with that fat bitch. There's nothing proud, but at least you did.
Hey, I've been proud of one fat bitch. I've had my fair. Actually, I've had a lot of fat girls, more than I'd care to admit to. A lot of fat girls.
Been on that cholesterol train.
There's one time I ate one out and I thought I had diabetes right after.
God damn, is that a fucking chicken wing in there?
Dude, like, I've told this story on the podcast before, but when I went to went and messed around with a girl that was in college, she was fucking big, and I went down there and I smelt smells that I could not unsmell. I mean, it smelled horrid, dude. I mean, it's not my proudest moment. I might have only told that. I think I told that story on one of the episodes that's not available. I know you know the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely not proud of that one. And then there's, no. I should stop talking about this. Never know who's listening. Hi, Mom. God, if my mom ever listens to this podcast, I'm killing myself.
The only option.
Dude, like last week, I was complaining about editing the podcast, and she's like, I could do it while you're not here, because she don't do anything all day. I was like, yeah, fuck, no. You ain't touching this damn podcast. Same with Crystal. She's offered to, do editing for me. I'm like, yeah, no. You ain't ever editing this podcast. You'll never talk to me and Drew again. I mean, I've told way worse stories on here than you have. All right, Monday night, the Harbaugh Bowl. Baltimore Ravens taking on the LA Chargers. Yeah. Back-to-back days, Inglewood is going to have a game. There's going to be a Rams game Sunday night, then a Chargers game Monday night. Good job, schedule makers, making that happen. Ravens are favored by 3. You know what? I'm going to do it. Give me the LA Chargers. J.K. motherfucking Dobbins. I think he runs all over the... I think the Chargers are going to win. I don't think Justin Herbert's going to complete less than 50% of his passes like he did against the Bengals. I think Justin Herbert will be on his A game. J.K. Dobbins has been amazing this year. It's going to be a revenge game for him. Yeah, give me the Chargers.
This is tough.
It is.
It's pretty much Derrick Henry versus J.K. Dobbins.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, the Baltimore's DBs suck ass. Los Angeles DBs aren't that good either.
Come on. You know you want to.
Give me the Baltimore Ravens.
Chargers fans, I tried to do it for you.
They're not real, they're fake.
I should be in their good graces this year. I was their number one hater last year. That was because of Brandon Staley. Oh shit, I almost ended the recording. I'm trying to unshare my screen. But Chargers fans, I'm your ally. Love you guys. What happened to that Chargers fan? The Asian girl from last year, the one that was freaking out during the Cowboys game. Whatever happened to her? I haven't seen her at all. Wonder what the fuck that dude's up to. Brandon Staley. God, he was terrible. I am calling the defense. That dude was such a cuck. Oh, he's with the 49ers. He's the assistant head coach for the 49ers.
Well, nor why the fucking 49ers suck.
Yeah, San Francisco. You guys better pray nothing happens to Kyle Shanahan. The dumb fucks. I encountered one on YouTube this week. Apparently, this dude made a hate video on Tom Grossi. Which, if you make a hate video on Tom Grossi, you're a fucking bitch. Because Grossi's
Tom Grossi?
Yeah. So this guy's channel name is Jake the Asshole, which fitting. Which it actually looks like he removed this video because it's not on here anymore. But he is convinced that NFL is fake. You see every week, top 10 most scripted plays, week 10. Oh no, there's the Tom Grossi video right here. So check that out if you guys feel like looking at a retard, be a retard. But most scripted plays, week 9. Most scripted plays, week 8. Most rigged plays. The dude has one idea and he beats it to death every fucking week. He doesn't talk about anything else with the NFL besides whatever the most scripted play is. Like, dude, at least get predictions or some shit. Be creative. This guy just has no fucking talent. Which I guess I'll give him credit for doing something smart. If you're gonna fucking talk shit about somebody that's bigger than you, I guess. I mean, that's how you get noticed. That's how McGregor got famous, you know. He started talking shit about, you know, fighters that were bigger than he was till he was bigger than them. I miss McGregor.
I mean, but Tom Grossi, the beloved.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This dude's just a fucking bitch.
Yeah, it should be me. I'm the NFL's biggest fan.
I'm looking at his
most I bet you that guy's a fucking Eagles fan.
I bet you he is, actually. I'm looking at his most viewed video. Has Dave Chappelle been replaced by a clone or imposter? So this guy is just fucking stupid.
He wears a fucking tinfoil hat.
Was Damar Hamlin's injury scripted? Dinosaur sex, real or fake? Okay. This guy has never had sex with a woman, I guarantee it.
He's one of them boy kissers.
I wasn't going to offend that group of people either. I doubt this guy. I doubt anyone wants to fuck this guy. No girl would fuck him, and no guy would suck his dick. Speaking of sucking dick, that's the episode, everybody. Hope you all had a good time listening to this, allowing us to penetrate your ear holes. We may or may not be back next week, since next week is Thanksgiving. I know it's going to be fucking chaotic at my house. I don't know how it's going to be at your house, Drew. So we'll keep you updated on if there is an episode next week.
That might be a week we have to sit out.
Yeah, we might sit it out. I may do a live stream on Thanksgiving of the Cowboys game, because you know what what can you think of a better way to spend your Thanksgiving than watching Tommy DeVito drop his nuts on the Cowboys? I can't think of one. So yeah, we'll keep you posted on there if there's an episode next week. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Oh, WWE Survivor Series predictions will be on my channel next week, though.